Hello and welcome to Whitman Partners Behind the Red Line Q3 in Review. I'm Josiah Whitman. Since I last checked in, there's been so much activity in the economy. Interest rates driving mortgage rates past 7, the stock market driving 401ks batty, the midterms driving all of us batty, and Elon Musk doing whatever he's doing with Twitter. You're probably wondering about the biggest story of them all, data trends for directors of surgical services. Good news, we're getting better at this. And today, in addition to salary and relocation trends, I can also show you about ad spending for directors of surgical services. First, let's start right away with Director of Surgical Services salaries. We see this sort of jagged W all year. However, if you look closely, we're seeing the start of an upward trend in the third quarter since June. However, taking a simple average of the second quarter, 147,000, and comparing it to the third quarter, it's also 147,000. So we remain flat. Inflation has yet to penetrate average estimated salaries in our new openings. Keep in mind that data point is spread across 188 new vacancies in the third quarter. Now let's look at the people that are moving. We would anticipate two headwinds. First, the headwind of interest rates and replacing the current, for example, 4% interest rate on a current home with a new interest rate of almost double that. Second, the cyclical headwind of September school starting. In fact, that's exactly what we see. The upshot is if you are starting a national search for your director of surgical services, you may find better success launching in the spring or even the winter, giving your search team plenty of time to source and recruit the candidate. Final graph, and this is new, are hospitals running ads for directors of surgical services. Let's look at two things. First, we want to see how the curve mirrors overall openings. And second, are hospitals increasing or decreasing their ad spending? If you read in the broader economy, you might expect a downward trending curve. However, not in our domain of surgical services. If anything, we're seeing an increase. Are we recession proof? I hope so. So that's the third quarter and the economy for directors of surgical services more broadly. If you're interested in how Whitman Partners did in the third quarter, we were up in permanent search contracts and down in interim contracts. So let's call that a wash. In the fourth quarter, I predict a very strong October, and then things start to slow down in late November and December due to holiday office shutdowns. It gets hard to schedule site visits when either candidate or client is taking time off for their family, as we should do also. Until then, have a great fourth quarter and keep up the great work.